welcome to MQL5 Expert Advisor Programming. In today's video, we shall be talking about functions, MQL5 functions. Sometimes you want to, you have a line of code that you want to reuse over time. So it's one good way to do that is to use functions. In MQL5, how do you declare functions? A function in MQL5 is as simple as this. What you see, something like this. So you give the data type of the output, the name of the function, followed by brackets, and then the arguments, the input your function take. You have to also mention the data type, and then your curly brackets. So the entire code goes within this curly brackets. So let's take a quick example. Let's assume we want to write a function that is going to help us determine whether a candle is a bull or a bear. It's apparent to the human eye, but to the computer, you need to write some code to have the computer determine this is a bull, this is a bear. So let's get started. Click your new. If you want to keep it in a separate include folder, you can come here. But for this, I'll put it here. Next, and you give it a name. I call it bull bear. So no need for input yet. Next. So I'm going to put my function down here. So how do you know if a candle is a bull or a bear? By the opening and closing prices. If the close is higher than its opening, you know that's a bull, and vice versa. So with that, we can write our program and say our function should take in as inputs the opening price and the closing price. So we call the function bull or bear, and the output is going to be the string data type. So we say taking open, let's call the opening price open. It's expected to be double precision, and the close. So if close is above open, then return string bull. If it's below, return string bear, and if not, just return an empty string. There are instances where it closes at the same price as the opening. So you want this to tell us is it a bull, is it a bear? So we need to know the root to write the program that we use the functions. We're going to come here. Let's remove that. Okay. So first to know the candle, the values on the candle, we're going to have to use the MQL rate. We're going to define an array type of MQL rates of this. Then with copy rates, the copy rate function, it is to copy the rates into the dynamic array we created here. So we have to define the symbol, the time frame. Now this is the index number, which is to tell you with 0 you're saying 1's on the current candle, the size just 1, and the array we're copying into. Now, so double opening is we can now take the value we got here, rate 0 dot open, we give you the opening price, dot close, we give you the closing price in that fashion. So normalize double help us reduce the number of digits to this. Okay, same thing with the closing price. Now candle type, now say string candle type equals bull or bear. We're now calling the function we define here. Okay, give it the opening and closing prices. So with this we say, okay, we wanted to write it out for us, opening price, opening, closing price, so that we can look at and cross check if our program truly run the way it's supposed to run. So let's go over what we did. So we created a function string bull or bear in this, and then we needed to copy the rates out, the values and the candle. It has to be MQL rates from data type, and on this onTick function, copy all the rates, retrieve the opening price, the closing price from the rates array, and our candle type is we have to call that function opening and closing price. So we can now compile. So it says 0 error, and now we can go to MetaTrader to test run. So it's better you make this extremely slow so you can study on everything. So look at this. This is we know this is a bool. So the value yes is a bool. So we're correct. So let's continue. Still a bool. Okay. Now it's a bear. Yeah. So we're good to go. So hope you get the explanation. In case you have any comments, put in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe to our videos so you can see more of what we do. Thank you.